Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome into the channel if it's your first time here. I'm Aurelia, and today we're going to be exploring something very near and dear to my heart. We're going back to my roots, and we're looking at Star Citizen. For those of you that have been around for at least a few years on the channel, mostly on Twitch, I actually began my Twitch journey with Star Citizen. I did not play any story games prior to 2021, and so when I streamed on Twitch, you're probably like, well, what do you play if you don't play story games or Call of Duty? The answer is Star Citizen, apparently. I discovered it through a group of people. One of my mods actually was like, hey, I play this really neat game, I'm a backer. Actually, that's not the way they explained it, actually. Let's rewind. They said I'm a backer of this unique space project, and I was like, this sounds like a scam. And then you know how it goes. They're like, I have a ship you could try. I'm gonna actually enter you into a drawing on this Twitch streamer's channel. You could win a free ship. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying to me. I have no idea what any of that means, but I like free stuff as much as the next guy. Lo and behold, they in fact did not win the drawing for the ship. But at that point I had already bought a starter package, and I was already in my little Aurora, in my little Penguin, my original ship, carrying out box missions to my best, to the best of my abilities, which was not great. And from there, it was history. I was playing Star Citizen pretty much every single day of my life for at least 2 years. I was an active backer. I was an active streamer. I mostly dabbled in chaos. So I was into combat. I was into mercenary stuff, pirating gameplay. Yeah, pretty much anything you can think of, you name it, I was doing it. I was creating. And my favorite part was that it was an ultimate sandbox. I had never experienced anything like that before outside of Minecraft. And the fact that you are dropped into this open verse, this open universe in which things are laid out in front of you, but there are no rules necessarily, I thought that was the neatest experience ever. I was hooked. I had my gang on Discord. We were making events happen out of nowhere. A particularly fond memory, just a random one that comes to mind, is one Halloween, I did like a Game of Thrones themed event. I think it was 2021 or 22, but I was pretty much like one little fighter was the dragon, and it had to conduct air to ground combat on the other vehicles. I think it was ground vehicles at the time, and so the last vehicle standing was the next dragon. It was pretty much like an elaborate game of hide and seek meets tag, very extreme tag, but that's the kind of shenanigans we were getting up to. One time, there's a video of me floating around somewhere, mining in Idris with a prospector. Yes, I took this game very seriously, very seriously. I was mostly a Drake girl. I like to fly garbage in the skies. I'm here for durability. A good time, not a long time, you know? And then my gaze fell upon the constellation Phoenix one year, and there's a video out there of me saying I was scammed by Star Citizen because I accidentally bought it instead of using credits that I had from melting a ship. We don't have to talk about it. I'm still not over it. Anywho, very near and dear to my heart. A lot of fond memories. I am an active duty military member, and I yap about that a lot on the channel. And I don't hide it at all because it has a huge impact on my state of when I'm playing games. So for instance, all of 2024, this year, I was deployed to the Middle East as an active duty military member. So I didn't exactly have access to my computer. I brought a little rinky-dink laptop, so I played some older games, but obviously nothing to support a Star Citizen type game. Yeah, I'm pretty much checking the game every once in a while, tapping back out, checking it, because after playing it for 2 years nonstop, as often as the oxygen I breathed, and then discovering story games, I definitely took a step away from the verse. That being said, there's some insight into me, there's some background into me. I wanted to give you guys a little preface on my feelings about Star Citizen because it is something that I truly do cherish. It's one of the games I consider that got me into gaming, essentially, which is probably a little bit weird. I'm not sure. I don't know. If you relate in the comments, please do tell, because I feel like there's so many other games that can get you into gaming outside of Star Citizen. But it truly was the start of an era. Very quickly, my addiction grew. and I ended up getting dual sticks. I was one of those guys. I still am one of those guys. I also have pedals somewhere that I would need to find. And then there's Pico, the penguin, just sitting there hanging out. You can't see him, but he's there watching menacingly. This all being said, where am I going with this long-winded rant? I've been keeping my peepers on Star Citizen. I've been peeping with my peepers. I've been keeping an eye on the development. I've been slowly outside in, like a zoo. I've been peering a little bit. I've been looking. I've been feeling the itch. You know, I've been away consistently for also about a year or two. And I think it's time. I think it's time that I re-enter the verse. That being said, I'm gonna do my research first. This video is dedicated to looking at some of the new videos that Star Citizen on YouTube has put out, particularly what is Star Citizen, inside Star Citizen Alpha 4.0, and then Star Citizen Alpha 4.0. So, I want to see what's new in the game, a little bit, just like a little teaser. I don't want to know everything that's new, because I do kind of want it to feel like a new experience, because I did play the shit out of the game for hours and hours and hours. I felt like I had seen everything, so I want to see just a taste, just to scratch the itch, just to see what they've been cooking in the RSI kitchen. And then we'll go from there, and I'll probably reinstall the game and end up streaming it on Twitch and, you know, getting back to my uploads on YouTube. I was doing, like, patch watch and shit. I was one of those people. Do I really want to be one of those people again? Maybe. We'll see after I watch these videos. Anyways, thank y'all for joining me. Get comfy. We're gonna yap and hang out. Got my coffee. I'm ready for intergalactic shenanigans. I hope you are too, and without further ado, let's get into it. What is Star Citizen? Great question. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, okay. Are the NPCs working yet? This looks really cool. Is that a bird? Sorry, I didn't realize I was gonna go this neckbeardy into it, but you know what? I am what I am. So cool. Well, quantum? What is that? No, that's not a bird. That was the ship flying. Whew. But there are animals. Look at these guys. Are these guys alive? Okay. Outposts. Nice. Unprecedented scale. Oh my, yeah, that one was one of my first ones that I found. So cool. The suits, are they out? Pyro! Pyro? Oh shit. Scorpius. Salvaging gameplay.
Nice work.
Is that a Talon? Dude. I'm in trouble. Let's see what Jared has to say about it.
It's December, and teams and studios around the world are working diligently to release Alpha 4.0 into all players' hands before the end of this year. And on this last ISC of 2024, we're going to take some time to revisit many of the aspects that we hope will make this patch the biggest in Star Citizen.
Oh no.
So let's jump on in with Patch Report 4.0.
Oh no.
And remember, this is just a quick summary. If you're looking for an in-depth nitty-gritty of each feature,
patch notes,
check out all those dedicated episodes we just did. You'll learn more from the developers than you ever will from me. So let's do it.
Aw. Feels like revisiting an old friend. I haven't seen any of this in so long. 4.0's big thing was pyro, right? Server meshing, pyro.
It's hard to pick the most important element of Star Citizen Alpha 4.0.
UI looked so cool.
Conversation must start with the arrival of server meshing.
Uh-huh.
The underlying technology that will increase player capacity and server performance for years to come, with its first iteration allowing for the largest expansion of Star Citizen's universe yet.
Jump point.
And you'll get to that expansion through our first jump point, connecting the Stanton system we've known and watched evolve since 2015 with the nascent Pyro system, as players and spacecraft alike traverse back and forth between two different star systems.
Holy shit.
Of course, once you get to the Pyro system, you'll encounter a new array of space stations and asteroid bases, each providing opportunities and challenges galore as you navigate the worlds of Pyro's various factions like Rough and Ready, Headhunters, and the Citizens for Prosperity.
Oh.
And within these locations, you'll discover my pick for most exciting new feature of Alpha 4.0, the Contested Zones, where citizens will battle it out against NPC and player alike,
Nice.
solving puzzles,
Oh. Gameplay? Gameplay?
holding positions, and moving from zone to zone for a whole host of interesting and unique rewards that will continue to grow in subsequent patches.
Gameplay? Creatures? Wow. God, the music in this game is so freaking phenomenal, dude.
Then, when you're ready to explore further, the planets and moons of Pyro offer 11 new terrestrial locations full of adventure and commercial advantage aplenty, with its 6 planets and 5 moons playing host to a variety of encounters to discover in settlements,
Oh my god, I want to play so bad.
outlaw, and derelict alike. Junkyards where new mission types can be found, and even farms for those looking for a more peaceful life.
Farming. Farming, crafting soon.
And within and around those points of interest, you might encounter one of Star Citizen's growing library of creatures, with the addition of multiple quasi-grazer variants, the not quite domesticated Copion in service of their captors,
Huh.
and even the small and diminutive Alaprat.
Aww. This is so cool.
Then beneath the surface of Pyro's planets and moons, and Stanton's for that matter, new caves to be found in styles of rock,
Nice.
sand, and acidic
That's new.
beckon the brave adventurer to plunge their depths and conquer whatever creatures lie within.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
And throughout it all, 4.0 also includes the next major step forward in our ongoing economy overhaul and mission system refactors, with continuing adjustments to vehicle components,
Oh.
consumable
Okay.
weapons like missiles and
Yep.
torpedoes, fuel prices, mission rewards, and much more.
Wow, that looks so good.
And in FOIP news, those improvements demonstrated at this year's CitizenCon also arrive in the upcoming Alpha 4.0, including head rotation tracking, camera stabilization, a greater range of motion for big mouths, and overall refinements to the tracking algorithm
Time to
itself.
get my Toby out. JK, JK, JK. I'm scared of what faces I make when I play
Of
games.
course, we can't forget spaceships, where the Anvil Carrick blast shields and opening cargo doors make their long-awaited debut.
Ooh!
Let's just see that whole animation there.
Hell yeah. Finally. Everyone has been flying this boat.
Blast shields. Do your thing.
Nice.
So, what's this mean for the caterpillar doors? We'll get those soon? Check that
Caterpillar
out.
win.
Let's go ahead and leave that comment, shall we?
Oh! The map!
Quantum travel gets its next evolution with new
The map! This This was one of my biggest qualms in the goddamn game. I'm just gonna go on a tangent here real quick. I played this game incessantly, 4 years without a functioning map. How do you get to the store? GPS. All right, some people remember where they're going, like to a couple places, but for the most part, the GPS, the map, the Mapadora, the fucking Napo. The map never worked in this game. There's like, you know, you flip a polyhedral dice and there's a 1 in 10% chance. Okay, that's dramatic. A 4 in 10% chance of your navigation point working. When you click on it, you've got to click like 20 times. Maybe that's just me being the problem. That's okay. We're going to keep ranting. Click like 10 times. After 7 clicks, it finally clicks on where you're going, and then it says you're actually going to a different spot. And then you navigate there, and then you end up getting stuck in a quantum loop, and it's a whole thing. Wow, functioning map, game changer. Less wasted fuel, less angry me, less angry consumer. That's the bread and butter of playing this game. I feel like having a working mobi-glass, having a working map, and like friends list, and then ship panels. No one really cares that much. Obviously, it's a meme that the NPCs were dog shit, no offense, for like 5 to 10 years. Whatever, you know, they T-pose a little, they troll around. That's fine. Like, that's not what we're here for. That's not what we care about. What we care about is the map, the UI, mobi-glass, friends list, and then ship panels. Having a dysfunctional MFD is not conducive to good gameplay, but we made it work. And I think power cycling's here. Like, we had previously the power triangle, but from some stuff I saw, there is now more power cycling and more nuanced ship control for your ship parts and whatnot, and like what you're utilizing your ship for. Do we have data processing yet? Can I use my fucking Herald? Okay, anyways, I'm going on a tangent. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Do we have ponytails? That's a rant for another time. Wow.
Travel gets its next evolution with
Wait, what was that MFD? Radar, proxy, hit missile, ready to scan. Wow. Yeah, power management, there it is.
Quantum travel gets its next evolution with new variations to acceleration rates,
Beluga. Acceleration.
consumption, and maximum speeds based on each quantum drive's grade and class.
Ooh, actually affected. Ooh.
Of course, we have to mention the legendary Space Wolf itself. The Mirai Guardian makes its presence known and looks to reckon with anyone that called it the Fat Fury in the past.
That's what I thought was the Scorpius in the previous video. I see. Also, quantum drives, what I just said, they were previously able to be used. Like, the Atlas was the go-to for the little guys. But being able to actually regulate fuel output and consumption and speeds is crazy.
We're just going to sit quiet and look at the Guardian fly around for a bit.
Nice.
Ooh. I've seen the previews on the trailer. I don't have anything to do with it, but it looks really cool. It's going to be a good trailer when it comes.
Wow, look at those thrusters.
All in all, Alpha 4.0 is shaping up to be the start of a new chapter in the continuing story of Star Citizen's development. And while this will be the last time that we see each other before the new year, keep your eyes on the robertsspaceindustries.com website and social accounts for more details about its upcoming release. And from everyone here at Inside Star Citizen, thanks so much for letting us share the people and process of game development with you. Enjoy your holidays, spam John Crew with jalopy for me, and we'll see you all here next year.
Wow. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Okay, last but not least, Destination Pyro. I feel like I've gotten a good taste of what Pyro looks like from the other videos, but I just for the cinematics. Just for the flair.
I'm going to build a universe. It's a huge amount of work. I'm hoping that a lot of you want to be in this universe, because I do.
Once the assistance and the server meshing is in place, that's the big development effort. where we're going in the future, we're going to need a bigger universe that you can just escape into.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Oh. I'm not about to cry. I'm gonna build a universe and I hope you want to be there too. Music is so good. Now I hope all this actually works, but it looks like it's coming together. So many years. So much time, effort, money, love put into this. Who wants some noodles? Wow. Holy shit. Oh my God. What if I just cut the video right there? I am truly at a loss for words. That was insane. Like, it still has that feeling. It feels like home, obviously, through my tears watching the preview for Pyro, just seeing everything actually coming together. The game will always feel like home, but just hearing the familiar music but different, the familiar space but different, all of the same components coming together. I know as a community, people can get jaded or can get entitled. That was a whole thing back in the years ago. I wonder if that's still a thing, like pledger, backer, entitlement, and all that. But all the negativity aside, at the end of the day, everyone plays this game because everyone believes in the project and everyone believes in each other and everyone believes in this community and the game and the development and where it's going. But some people just get caught up in the destination. And I think that's why, first of all, I also discovered story games, which was just beautiful for me. I really needed to just step away and actually dive into those. Like playing The Witcher for the first time was beautiful, and Red Dead Redemption and The Last of Us, Mass Effect now. Like, I have truly gained so much insight and so much appreciation for the hard work that goes into making these games and then the enjoyment of playing different games. But now that I have, you know, some experiences under my belt, I think that it might be time to revisit the verse. And just as a reminder, as someone who has been an active supporter of the game, don't get caught up in the destination. Just enjoy the journey. And sometimes that's hard to do. Sometimes people get caught up in, you know, a bug or something going wrong or a patch being broken or blah, blah, blah. My ships won't load. It's all the little semantics. But the beauty of this is that you're not in your real life. And even if you are in your real life, don't let the small things get you down. Focus on the positive and focus on what you can control. And that's why we play video games in the first place. We play them as an escape from reality. Sure, we're playing a simulation sandbox game in which we want it to feel as much like a reality as possible, right? With the immersion and the community and interconnectedness. But at the end of the day, it ultimately is a game. We're all here for the same reason. We're all here enjoying the journey. There is still, I will argue, I've played Cyberpunk. I played, like I said, all these other beautiful, beautiful games. But there is still not one. I'm going to not get emotional when I'm saying this because it holds such a special place in my heart. There's not a single game that has had the depth or beauty or graphic beauty as Star Citizen has. Like, I've never opened another game. I'm cutting close with God of War. That one was really beautiful, but it's still barely, it was just beautifully made. It was just beautifully made. Nothing comes close to Star Citizen. I will just put it that way. And maybe you could say my eyes are filled with hopium or broken. I'm not just simping for Chris, all right, Chris Roberts. I am being genuine in saying that there is not a game that holds a candle to Star Citizen. And that also goes for the community, as I already rambled about. I was welcomed with open arms, playing this game as a noob gamer who had never played other games before besides like Minecraft and League of Legends. To be so warmly welcomed and accepted at my level and then brought into so many shenanigans and made so many friends, and it just truly opened my eyes to the world of like how special video games can be for so many people. So just hold that in your thoughts and your minds when you play this game or when you get angry at something. Here's your subtle reminder that it's not all dark and gloomy. Pyro 4.0 looks like it's on the way. Now, how much of that actually works? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But I will, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I appreciate you guys for sitting down and hanging out with me and catching up on the verse. And maybe I'll see you guys out there. Cheers.